Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm making a layout and I'm a bit inspired by the last one I did with the purples, and today I'm going hot pink and purple and with large additions of yellow because I think that's a really striking combination, and yellow was also available already in one of the pattern papers that I'm working with, and both pattern papers are from Bo Bunny, and I don't really remember what the collections was called, but it's an old paper that I've been kind of hoarding because of these very rich and lovely colors. The photo, it actually has a couple of stories. First of all, it's my daughter, and it's one of those many times when she just appears in the living room and she has changed clothes and she's all sassy and wonderful and so charming, and she like having a fashion show for us, and I think that's just her. It's so typically her, and I wanted to save this in the album. It's just one of those everyday moments that I cherish so much. And at this time she's wearing a little black skirt and just this lovely hat, and she's got a bag over her shoulder, and it looks so just wonderful. She's turning 8 years old this week, and she's just so wonderful. I love her to pieces. The second story with these photos is the fact that they were the first ones that I printed with my new photo printer. I bought a Canon Pixma photo printer just before Christmas. I got a perfect deal. This was a printer that they had on the shelf at the store, just showing the printer, and it had never been used, and it basically hadn't been touched either, but it was out of the package, so the package was already open once, and I got a discount that was just so wonderful. I couldn't resist this deal, and the printer is in perfect condition and it's working like a charm. And I bought it just before Christmas. I haven't been using it that a lot at this point, but I have not had the need to make more photos because I have a huge order coming in from the photo developing company just after Christmas with all the Christmas photos, so I was pretty much set with photos, but I wanted to try it out and I just printed these photos of my daughter. Let's talk a bit about the layout. I have made a stencil using the leaf cut files that I made earlier, and I am making a border strip for this layout with a row of leaves, and I have used the same kind of leaf, but they are a bit different individual leaves, and just place them like on a row, turn them slightly so that they look even more different. And now I'm mixing gelato with some modeling paste to make these lovely colors. My first idea was to make the leaves more different in color, but when I started adding the paint onto the stencil, it pretty much became a mess that was in the same color. But it's lovely to play with these kinds of media. I must say that it's really it's pure therapy to mix gelato with modeling paste, because it's like cooking paint and you just have it at your fingertips. It's just lovely. I secured the stencil to the paper piece with some washi tape, and now it's time to peel it off. And look at those contrasts. I love this color combination. It's really striking. I'm drying that modeling paste with my heat tool, and I will be using it on my page. So these are the colors, and I have chosen just a couple of pieces of yellow cardstock, and both sides of these papers I will be using the purple one with the vines as my background, and the other have other one I've cut already to make the match of the photo block, but I'm also using both sides, the dotted side and the more neutral one. So now it's the putting the layering together, and I will use lots of layers on this page, and I'm going to my 6x6 paper storing pile and I'm picking out a couple of yellowish papers that I think would be suitable for this page. I have decided, and I have already started doing this. I have when a 6x6 paper pad is almost gone, or I don't like using it as a collection anymore, I rip out the pages and I sort them by color, and I have like a box where I put these, and it's perfect. I love it for layering when you just need a paper of a certain color, and I can go through those and I just use them up. It's a perfect storage for this kind of smaller papers. I love it. And it has meant that I'm using more of the 6x6 papers, because at this point, for example, I don't have a lot of I don't want it to be a certain theme or anything like that. I just want a neutral paper that is somewhat yellow. And looking through the yellow part of my storage, it's just done in a couple of minutes, and I have the perfect papers. Instead of just looking through a lot of almost finished paper pads, and it's also really depressing because they are seldom tidy or anything like that. It's just a complete mess when they're almost gone. So I love that way of storing my 6x6 papers. I never throw away papers, and I really want a possibility to use them to the fullest. I think that if I find a method of storing them so that I can use them, it's perfect. If I have a method of storage that only store them and makes it hard for me to use them, it's not good. Now I'd like to make a big and bold title for this page. I was debating if I would cut it out with my Cameo, or if I could find letters from my stash of thickers. Thickers over here in Europe are insanely expensive, and I seldom buy them. If I buy them, it's like a special treat to myself. And I must say that I have kind of a hate-love relationship towards thickers. I think the finish of the thickers is just wonderful, and that's the one that I'm always looking for in a project. But since they are so darn expensive, I often end up with half-used thickers packages, and I want to use those, and I need to be very, very creative to make the letters into other letters, and it's basically very frustrating when you have 10 letters and all you need is an S, and there's no way in the universe that you will turn that odd Q into an S, and that's the kind of the hate part with this thickers thing of mine. But this time I managed to write Fashion Passion using a couple of different fonts in black, and the most kind of creativeness I needed to use was to make an 8 into an S, and it's pretty easy, especially with a font that is clean and foam. Those are really easy to cut, and you can bend it slightly to fit your needs. Now I'm writing the journaling, and I'm basically writing what I told you earlier, that my daughter loves to just appear as a fashion model and show her latest combination of fun clothes that she has put on. Just a normal day of the week. When others slip into sweatpants and a t-shirt when they get home from work and school. This is completely different. She gets into something really fancy, a Disney dress, or just high heels and a skirt. So it's a bit different. I think she'll work at an office or something like that and can wear a suit and high heels every day. Now I wanted to use some die cuts, and I had this epic collection from Simple Stories. It's bits and pieces from there, and I'm using the 2x2 papers and the small die cuts, and I'm just looking for pieces that has these colors, yellow and orange, and I tried to find some in deep red as well, but I couldn't find them. But orange and yellow is okay, and I found quite a lot. That camera, for example, I thought it was perfect, the Instagram kind of symbol, and I will be placing it just above the title start there, and I thought that was just the thing that this layout needed. The other stuff is a bit smaller, and I'm placing them randomly across the page, and just wanting them to overlap a bit with the other stuff. So the epic goes right above the camera, and the say cheese or whatever it says on the photo block. There's also a little label that went to the lower right. Now I'm just making a couple of twine bows. This has become my signature until the point where I think it's ridiculous. So now I'm planning to bring out my wood veneers again and start using those a bit more, because these bows are becoming a little bit boring to me. Oh, now I see what that little arrow on the photo says. It says, "Say what?" And I think that was kind of hilarious. It says a lot about the little attitude that you can have when you're 8, almost 8. Oh, now it's almost done. I'm just gluing those bows down, and then it's a complete page for the album. I'm very happy about this one. It was lots of colors that I use very seldom, and a lovely couple of photos of my daughter. Here are some close-ups in a bit better lighting, and I hope that you have enjoyed this process video. And I'm planning to make lots more during the weekend, so hopefully I have videos for the whole coming week. Take care, have a lovely weekend. This is Åsa, bye!